Oh my God. When I pulled these cards for you, I had to stop and catch my breath. What have you done? What kind of journey have you been through? Because the universe is about to write your name across the stars, and people will talk about your transformation for years to come. This reading, it shook me to my core. Before we begin, I need you to understand something important. Only take what resonates with you. Leave the rest. But I have a feeling everything here is going to hit home. Let me tell you what I'm seeing here, and I need you to sit with this because it's powerful. The cards that came through for you are the Tower, the Star, and the Ten of Cups. Do you understand what this combination means? Do you realize what story the universe is telling me about you right now? This isn't just a reading, this is a testimony. This is your rebirth being announced to the cosmos. I'm looking at the Tower first, and my heart is breaking for everything you've endured. But at the same time, I'm in awe of you because you didn't just survive destruction, you survived the kind of destruction that breaks people permanently. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The kind of pain that shatters everything you thought was real, everything you thought was safe. Your foundation crumbled, the life you built, the person you thought you were, the people you trusted, it all came crashing down around you. And I'm seeing betrayal here, deep, cutting betrayal, the kind that makes you question your own judgment, your own worth. There were people who envied what you had, envied your light, and they couldn't stand to see you shine. So they tried to dim you, they tried to break you. But here's what they didn't understand. Here's what they couldn't see. When the tower falls, it doesn't destroy you, it destroys the illusions. It destroys the false foundations. It destroys everything that was never meant to stay. And you, beautiful soul, you are being cleared out painfully, brutally, but necessarily. Every single hardship, every tear you cried alone at night, every moment you wondered if you'd ever feel whole again, it was awakening something in you, your real power, your true purpose, a spiritual depth that most people will never touch in their entire lives. You are being forged in fire, and now you carry something rare, something precious, a kind of wisdom and strength that can only come from walking through hell and choosing to keep walking. Nothing came easily for you, did it? While others seemed to glide through life, you fought for every single step. You watched people around you receive blessings that seemed to fall from the sky while you had to claw your way through darkness just to see a sliver of light. And it wasn't fair. It still isn't fair when you look back at it. The relationships that should have held you broke you instead. The people who should have protected you hurt you. The love you gave so freely was met with coldness, with manipulation, with lies. You gave your heart to people who weren't capable of holding it with care. And when they dropped it, when they shattered it, you were the one left picking up the pieces alone. I'm seeing past relationships here, and I need you to hear this clearly because it's important. Those relationships, those connections that caused you so much pain, they were lessons. They were not your destination. They were not your failure. They were classrooms, and you were learning what you would never accept again. You were learning your worth in the most painful way possible by experiencing everything that fell short of it. Every person who walked away taught you something about loyalty. Every person who lied taught you something about honesty. Every person who betrayed you taught you something about integrity. And every person who couldn't love you properly taught you exactly what kind of love you deserve. But let's talk about what happened inside you during all of this, because that's where the real magic occurred. When everything external was falling apart, when you couldn't rely on anyone or anything outside of yourself, you had no choice but to go inward. And that's when you found it. That's when you discovered the truth. Not the truth that people told you about who you were supposed to be, but your inner truth, the real you, the authentic you, the you that exists beneath all the conditioning, all the expectations, all the masks you wore to make other people comfortable. You met yourself in the rubble of the tower. And even though you were broken, even though you were bleeding, you chose honesty. You chose to face yourself with raw, unfiltered truth. And that decision, that commitment to being real, even when it hurt. That's what saved you. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about being broken down to your absolute core and deciding that you're going to build yourself back up with your own hands according to your own design, aligned with your own truth. And that's exactly what you did. You didn't try to recreate what you lost. You didn't try to go back to who you were before. You understood on some deep soul level that you were being given a chance to become who you were always meant to be. So you did the work, the hard, unglamorous, lonely work of healing, of questioning everything, of releasing everything that no longer served you, of setting boundaries, of saying no, of choosing yourself even when it meant disappointing others, of standing in your truth even when your voice shook. And now look at you. Look at what you've become. This is where the star comes in, and I'm getting emotional just looking at this card in your spread because it's so deserved. After the destruction of the tower comes the hope of the star. After the darkness comes the light. After the storm comes the calm. And you are that star now. You are that light. You have emerged from your trials carrying something that most people spend their entire lives searching for and never find. You carry healing energy. You carry abundance. You carry a frequency that affects everyone around you, whether they realize it or not. People feel different in your presence now, don't they? They might not be able to articulate it, but there's something about you that's shifted. You're calmer but stronger. You're softer but more boundary. You're open but discerning. You've developed an intuition, a knowing that guides you now. You can sense energy. You can feel when something or someone isn't aligned with you. You trust yourself in a way you never did before because you've proven to yourself that you can survive anything. You've walked through the fire and you didn't burn up. You were purified. The star is telling me that you are stepping into a phase of your life where your gifts are going to be recognized. Your light is going to be seen. The universe is preparing to reward you for every single moment you chose to keep going when giving up would have been easier. You thought you were just surviving, but you were actually preparing. You were actually being equipped. Every hardship was adding to your spiritual wealth, your emotional depth, your energetic capacity. You are not the same person who entered that tower. You are wiser, more powerful, more aligned, more authentic, and infinitely more valuable. And I need you to understand something crucial here. The energy you carry now, this healing, abundant energy, it's not just for you. It's meant to overflow into the lives of others. You're going to help people without even trying. Your story is going to inspire people. Your presence is going to comfort people. Your wisdom is going to guide people. You've been through the darkness so that you can be a light for others who are still stumbling through it. Your purpose is unfolding, and it's bigger and more beautiful than you've allowed yourself to imagine. The universe didn't break you down to leave you in pieces. It broke you down to rebuild you into something magnificent. But let's address the elephant in the room because I know this is what you're really wondering about. Love, relationships, connection. After everything you've been through, after all the heartbreak and betrayal, you're wondering if real love even exists for you. You're wondering if you're meant to walk this path alone. You're wondering if the cost of your power was your chance at partnership. And I'm here to tell you, with every fiber of my being, with every ounce of certainty these cards are giving me, that you are so wrong about that. Because the third card in your spread is the Ten of Cups. And do you know what that means? It means everything you've been through was leading you to this, to real love, to emotional fulfillment, to a partnership that actually matches your energy. The Ten of Cups is the card of true happiness, of emotional completion, of dreams fulfilled. It's the happy family, the loving partnership, the emotional security you've craved your whole life. And it's coming. It's not a maybe. It's not a possibility. It's a promise from the universe that you have a worthy partner waiting for you. Someone who can match your depth. Someone who has done their own work. Someone who recognizes your value without you having to shrink or perform or prove anything. Someone who sees all of you the scars and the strength, the wounds and the wisdom, and loves every part. This isn't going to be like your past relationships. This isn't going to be the same patterns repeating themselves. Those relationships were practice. They were preparation. They were showing you what love is not so that you would recognize what love is when it finally arrives. And I'm seeing that this connection is going to feel different from the very beginning. It's going to feel safe. It's going to feel easy in the best way, not in the boring way, but in the way that feels like coming home. There will be passion and depth, but there will also be peace. There will be excitement and growth, but there will also be stability. This person is going to choose you consistently. They're going to show up. They're going to communicate. They're going to do the work alongside you. I'm also seeing that this new phase of your life isn't just about romantic love, although that's certainly a major part of it. The Ten of Cups represents complete emotional fulfillment, which means you're entering a time where all areas of your life are going to align. Your relationships with family and friends are going to improve, or you're going to attract new people who actually deserve to be in your circle. Your career or your purpose is going to bring you satisfaction and recognition. Your home life is going to feel peaceful and abundant. You're going to experience joy in ways you forgot were possible. You're going to laugh from your belly. You're going to sleep peacefully. You're going to wake up feeling grateful. You're going to feel held by the universe in a way that makes all the suffering make sense. Because here's the truth that I need you to really absorb. Everything you suffered had meaning. None of it was random. None of it was punishment. None of it was wasted. Every single painful experience was preparing you for something better. It was clearing out the people and situations that were blocking your blessings. It was teaching you lessons you needed to learn. It was strengthening you for the life you're about to live. It was refining your character, your discernment, your capacity to receive and appreciate genuine love in abundance. The universe wasn't being cruel to you. The universe was being thorough with you, because what's coming for you requires someone who has been tested and proven. You are entering a completely new chapter now, and I cannot stress enough how different this is going to be from everything you've known. The past is truly behind you. The lessons have been learned. The karma has been cleared. The debts have been paid. You are free now in ways you don't even fully understand yet. You are stepping into your power, your purpose, your abundance, and your love story, all at the same time. This is your season. This is your moment. This is your reward for refusing to give up even when everything in you wanted to quit. The recognition that's coming for you isn't just going to be private or personal. I'm seeing that people are going to notice your transformation. They're going to talk about it. They're going to wonder how you did it. They're going to be inspired by you. Some of them, the ones who tried to break you, they're going to regret how they treated you. They're going to see you thriving and realize what they lost. But here's the beautiful part. You're not going to care. You're not going to need their validation or their apology or their regret. You'll be so fulfilled, so content, so aligned with your own path that their opinions will be irrelevant. That's real power. That's real healing. That's real freedom. I keep hearing the phrase, they will definitely write about you, and I think that's literal in some way. Your story matters. Your journey matters. The way you've rebuilt yourself matters. And whether it's through you sharing your testimony or through the inspiration you provide to others or through the legacy you're building, your name is going to be remembered. You are going to make an impact. You already have. You just don't see it yet because you're still too close to your own story. But I'm seeing it clearly in these cards, and I'm telling you, you are destined for something significant. So what have you done? You've survived what would have destroyed most people. You've chosen honesty when lies would have been easier. You've chosen growth when staying small would have been safer. You've chosen love when closing your heart would have been more protective. You've rebuilt yourself from the ground up using nothing but your own resilience, your own truth, and your own faith that something better was possible. That's what you've done. And now the universe is ready to show you that it was all worth it. The tower fell so the star could rise. The star is shining so the 10 of cups can overflow. Your destruction led to your awakening. Your awakening led to your power. Your power is leading to your purpose. And your purpose is intertwined with a love and a life that's going to exceed every dream you had before everything fell apart. You're not going back to who you were. You're not even staying who you are. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. And that version of you gets everything: the love, the recognition, the stability, the purpose, the joy, the peace, everything. I want you to take a deep breath right now and let this sink in. You made it. You're still here. You're still standing. You're still open. You're still believing. And your belief is about to be rewarded in ways that will make you fall to your knees in gratitude. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Trust yourself. You've earned everything that's coming, and it's coming soon. The newspaper headline of your life is about to read: Survivor becomes victor. Broken becomes whole. Lost becomes found. And the person they will definitely write about, the person whose transformation will inspire countless others, is you. It's always been you. And now, finally, you're about to see what the universe has seen in you all along. Remember, take only what resonates with you, but I believe every word of this was meant for your soul. You are so loved. You are so loved. You are so protected. You are so deserving. And your best days are not behind you. They are directly ahead of you. Thank you for allowing me to read your energy today. This was an honor.